So as you know, we are converting this Radio Shack Frame Buggy to brushless, and so we needed to put a brushless ESC in here, and I still haven't figured out how I'm going to route the wires yet. Might have to do them through the battery compartment or something like that, but we'll make it work. But what I had to do, and let me find the piece here, right here. So I had to do a little weight relief, and I just did that with my Dremel, and I left the original sticker on there, and I will get it, make sure it gets stuck back well, but it's fairly clean, just a Dremel and a hobby knife to clean it up. As you can see, the sticker's a little jagged, but I'm going to fix that, like I say. But that makes that ESC fit pretty darn well in there. The problem is where to run the wires. Like, I'm going to have to do everything up here in this area, I guess. Run the 3 motor wires up that way and then connect them that way. That's the only thing I can figure as far as how it's going to work with enough room. The battery wires are a different story. We will cut a hole in the 9-volt compartment and run the Dean's plug through there. And I wanted to leave. I could have not gotten away with not cutting that if I would have taken this fan off of here, but I didn't want to take the fan off because you know, it's brushless and it's going to get hot. That heat sink's going to get hot, and even with the capacitor kit on it. So yeah, that's where we're at with this thing. But so next step, I've got to figure out how I'm going to get this tire off in order to be able to get the motor out. I might be able to just kind of flatten the tire like that and get the screws out. And get that motor cover off of there. I'm not sure, but we will figure that out. But anyway, so we're back with the Radio Shack Frame Buggy, and as you can see, I've got the tire off, and I took the motor cover off and the one mounting screw, which is right there on this side, and now the motor moves freely in and out. I should be able to get it out, except my wheel's in the way. So what I'm gonna have to do is try and get this wheel off of here. And I don't really know any good way of doing it because these are swedged on here. And this is 30-year-old plastic, so I hope it doesn't break when I go to take it off of there. But you know, there's no set screws or nothing on here that hold it. It would be nice if they would have put something like that on there, but you know, these were toys. They were meant to be used, broken, and thrown away. So this is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I think I have an idea. So I'm going to go out to the garage and get a tool, and or a couple tools actually, and see what we can do here. Alright, so I got a few tools here. I've got my metal-handled brass hammer. I've got my roll pin punch kit. This particular brand one is Matco. Bought it years ago when I was a mechanic and worked on cars and motorcycles and stuff. But and then a pickle fork, and a pickle fork is for popping like ball joints and stuff like that on cars. But it's got a nice flat bead end on it, and I think I can make this work doing something like this. So this is a woodworking bench that I use here, and on the end of my bench is vise. So I can put this pickle fork in the vise, hang the car from the pickle fork, and then be able to use the hammer. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and film this, but I don't know how it's going to come out. So here goes nothing. Alright, so I got this thing in position here, and I'm still kind of going to have to hold it a little bit with my hands or whatever, I guess, but we're going to give her a shot here and If it shakes the camera too much, I'll cut this part out, I guess. It worked, and there it went. All right, so we've got our wheel off, and so now I should be able to pull this motor out of here, I would think. I accidentally pulled the wire off of it. Yeah, so see, there's our pinion, and it's not soldered on, so we should be able to get that off of there with a little bit of effort. And then I will figure out how we are going to put the brushless in there and hold it in. I'm probably going to have to do some sort of clearancing or something on this, or use longer screws or something to hold it in there. Probably have to cut that out of there, but anyway, so now I'm going to take the pinion off, and then I'm going to figure out how to get the pinion back on here. It looks like the shafts are the same size and everything, so that shouldn't be a big deal, but that's where we're at. All right, well, I got my propane torch. I thought I could maybe just punch that pinion off of here using a roll pin punch through the center there, but it's not really budging. So what I'm going to do is heat up the pinion and get it off that way, and I'm not going to film that, but I just wanted to tell you what I'm doing. Alright, well, I'm back, and I actually found a new camera stand that I forgot I had, because I had to start looking for the pinion that came off really easily with heat, and it flew out of the pliers I was holding them in, which were these pliers, and I don't have a clue where the hell it went. I pulled my bench out. I looked inside the closet door here next to my bench. I don't know. It didn't go in any of the drawers. It didn't go on the bottom shelf. So, right now, I'm screwed. I can't do anything without a pinion, so I guess I gotta keep looking for this pinion. And Grayson's lower to the ground than I am, and it's a heck of a lot easier for a 10-year-old to get up than it is for me. So I will have him look again underneath the trim piece, because there's a gap when we get home, and when he gets home today. But kind of show you the parts layout I've got here. So this is our DSC, and here's the WPL C24 servo, which will fit just about perfectly right in here, and I'll have to grind out like this little deal here and maybe a little bit under here, but that should fit right in there, something like that. And then I'll just use a short servo arm that goes from here up to here to turn the wheels. So there's not a lot of room in these cars. Geez, now it's stuck on a light bulb. Anyway, there's not a lot of room in these cars to do this kind of stuff. So another way I guess I could do it would be put a little pad on top of these and mount it this way, and then they could go down. The servo could go down. I may do that. I'm not real sure yet, but we'll figure it out. So, and then of course, I showed you the other day, we're going to use this radio and transmitter kit. It's the cheapest one I could buy on Amazon, and it's actually a 4-channel, so if I ever wanted to add like buggy lights or whatever to this thing, which I may do, we could do that. But I want to try one of these out, because I've heard they're really good, and like I say, it feels good in my hand. So now I've got to find this stinking pinion, so I'll bring you guys back when I find that, and we will continue on. Alright, so until I find the pinion that is mysteriously gone here in my shop. I have no clue where the heck it is, and like I say, I think it went under a trim piece, and so I'll pull the bench out again, have Grayson get on his hands and knees and look down there. But anyway, so I'm trying to figure out servo configuration. I'm just using a piece of black gaff tape here to temporarily hold it in, and this is probably going to work. What I think I'm going to have to do is actually, there's a lug right down there that I'm going to have to shave some off the side of it, and then I can slide this servo all the way back, because if I don't do that, then the arm is hitting like right in here on the body, and just barely. So my plan is to, this is a roll pin here, I'm going to get a longer roll pin or a bolt or something that will go through that servo arm and go down into the little arm there, and it should theoretically, as I twist this, twist the tires, and that should work for our steering. These are meant for WPL C24, so and C14 kits, so it should work. Not a high torque servo. We don't need a high torque. This is a lightweight buggy. So anyway, I think that's the route that I'm going to go on this, and how I'm going to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bust out Dremel and take, here, let me pull this thing out of here real quick. So I will take this lug right here, and I'm going to take quite a bit off the back side here, and then I think I can actually use that hole to mount it, and we will get that to work in our favor. There's also this hole back here to where I could run something like this long servo arm across it somehow to hold it in there if I needed to, but I think hot glue will be my friend when it comes to that. I also got all of the battery posts ripped out, and man, you can just see the greenness that was in there from the batteries that exploded. But so now what I'll do in here is I'll just kind of break these ribs out, and that will give us enough room for the LiPo in combination with breaking these ribs off. So it shouldn't be a big deal on that. So we're moving along on this thing, but unless we find that pinion, it's not going to be operational today. I've also decided how to run my wires, and I'm just going to drill holes in the old 9-volt compartment and run them through there that way. So that works for the battery connector and for the brushless motor. Also, these things have a little like 5 or 6 millimeter hex adapter, and I almost thought about putting some I got some C24 wheels and putting those on there, and I've got taps and dies, and I could actually tap that, and that would make wheel options pretty cool. You could put quite a few different wheels, so I may play around with that idea instead of putting these wider stock buggy tires back in there. But I don't know, we'll see. But first we got to find the dang pinion. Just thought I'd show you guys. Got the battery compartment done and got the battery fitted in there. Actually fit really well. These things stay nice and secure, so if you hit a bump, that's not going to pop open. And so yeah, that's another plus today. So now all we gotta do is find that dang pinion. Alright guys, well, I've decided, since gotta wait till the kid gets home to find the pinion gear, that I'm just calling this a video and learn from my mistakes. We'll find the pinion. It's got to be around here somewhere. It didn't grow legs and walk off, so we will find that, and then we will make part 3. So part 3 will be assembling it back together and making the brushless work and having a fast little buggy. So anyway, thanks for watching guys. Have a great day.